Hello YouTube, it is I. Holy crap, it's been forever since I last did a post. Been a while since I posted about anything. Now, the question here is, what am I going to make a video about? Well, there are a lot of things going on nowadays. Including, you have the presidential campaign, Donald Trump, everywhere. The YouTube community is kind of in an uproar because YouTube changed their monetization rules. And because of this, they are flagging videos that they deem are not advertiser friendly. I'm not looking at it right now. My internet is crap, actually. Probably know that since I'm playing offline right now on the Rocket League. So, what is going on with my life right now, you were wondering? Well, I just got accepted into a college. I am in my third week right now, and it is hard. It's nothing like high school. I find it interesting how every class you have treats you like it's the only class that you have, you know? So they give you all this homework and stuff, and they think that it's their first priority, but I mean, I got other classes that I gotta do too, you know? And I am taking some remedial classes. I'm taking this algebra class. It's really interesting. About a couple weeks ago, I just moved here. I'm a little closer to Norman, Oklahoma. I do not want to give any more info about that. I don't want you guys stalking me. It's a bigger house. I like it. I'm gonna try to do better videos. Pretty much like stuff including like jokes and visual aid and stuff like that. Alright, what I do want to talk about is the things that I find interesting. And it seems that every week I find something else that's interesting. So alright, here's a list, okay? Here's a list of like top 5 or something like that. I don't care. Alright, so the first thing I find interesting is books. I have been going to the library back and forth for the past 4 days, and all these books are so great. They're so full of information and stories. And it's great that you can check these out for free. I mean, it's free, dude. You know, these are free. And I'm one who likes to go on the Google Play Store, go under books, and buy some books. Even my English teacher back in high school, he's an author. He wrote about 4 books. It's really awesome. He's really getting into sci-fi, more like the futuristic action books. I think one of them may have been a mystery one. But anyway, here's a couple books that I highly suggest. The first one is Sleeping Giants. It is a story about a woman who, as a girl, she fell into a square pit. That's right, a perfectly square pit. And she landed in a gigantic stone hand. And the walls around her had carvings, and they would glow. And as she grew up to be an adult, she graduated with a science degree or something like that. And she just happened to be put into the top secret team as she's the leader of the team that does research on the hand. I haven't gotten very far in it, but I do plan on finishing it sometime next month or something. I don't know. So the next book that I recommend is World Soul by Liz Williams. It is a story about a librarian. She runs a library that is constantly under attack by people searching for the information in it, I believe. Now, I haven't gone very far. I haven't even finished the first chapter. But the story so far is pretty good. It's well written. You kind of have to be dedicated to it, though. The imagery is kind of hard to keep up, I think. A good example, I think, for good imagery would be something like Hunger Games or something along those lines. I remember the Warriors books. Remember those books about the cats you read back in elementary school? Yeah. I think those are really good with imagery. And World Soul does not really touch on, like, it's not up to that level, in my opinion. Now, I really suck at reading, like, fantasy books. Fantasy books are extremely hard to keep up because of the names. The names are so fancy, dude. Like, seriously, like, nobody can keep up. I don't know how people can keep up with the names like that. I can't think of another book, so I'm going to move on to the next topic. So another thing that has caught my interest is video games. Video games have gotten so good recently, including indie games that are included on GameJolt, and even the ones that PewDiePie played. Dude, they look so amazing. This one he played, it was called like The Disappearance of PewDiePie or something like that, And what happened was, it was really, really good. Like, really, really well written. The graphics were just amazing. It was almost like a AAA game, you know? And even PewDiePie himself was pretty impressed by it. I know that even video games in the past were really good. I just bought Ocarina of Time for the DS, and I think it's amazing. Before I bought the game, however, I did play it on a emulator on the computer, and I would use a Xbox 360 controller. I map out the damn buttons myself, and when I finally got the DS game, I had to relearn how to freaking play the thing because the buttons were entirely different from how I had it set up on my controller. So that was fun. Now you may be wondering, hey, why'd you buy the game when you could have done it for free on the emulator? Well, here, I'll give you your answer. It's because I go places. Yes, that is right. I have a life. I go to college. I have doctor appointments. I have car rides. I go to town. I go downtown. I have a life. I think I have a life. Probably don't, but I have a life. And whenever I'm not home, I'm like, man, I really want to play some Zelda, man. Let me play some Zelda. Yeah, so I bought the game. It was like $30. I probably shouldn't have done that because, budget. I'm pretty tight on my budget, dude. This week, I plan on just ending up with $5 at the end of 2 weeks. So that's going to be fun. All right, so let's just talk about girlfriends for a minute here. Now, all you dudes out there who have a girlfriend, tell her she's pretty. Every day. Don't matter if you say she looks pretty, sounds pretty. Just tell her she's pretty. They like that. Even if, hey, all the single guys out there, hey, if you see a lady, be like, hey, you look pretty. It's not that hard, guys. Don't be too shy. I know my girlfriend, dude. I love my girlfriend. Her name is Nicole. Love her to death. Yes. Anyways, that just about wraps up my video. I am sorry if it sucks. This is like the first of many. I know it's crappy, dudes. Don't hate. I know you guys in the comments are gonna be like, dude, you like blah blah. Yeah.